Before we get into it tonight, let's talk about some news. This was a big
news hour.
Yeah, breaking news.
Yeah.
We had a big news weekend. Lots of stuff happened. First and foremost, Black Sabbath's last show.
Yeah.
The festival, Back to the Beginning.
Mm-hmm.
That happened this past weekend on Saturday. I didn't really check all of it out. I saw some clips online. The main thing I saw was that there was a whole bunch of bands playing, and they were all playing for 15 minutes exactly.
Not actually 15.
Was it actually? I mean, did you watch the whole thing?
I watched the whole thing. I mean, not like, I was in the car on the way home from the beach, and I bought the live stream. I just had it like off to the side, whatever. And they came up with this, I've never seen this before, this like rotating stage situation to make changeovers really quick so that everybody could play their gear or whatever. But they had like legendary bands all day, except for Hailstorm. Yeah. And also this dude named Youngblood, who I'd never heard of before, sang the shit out of changes. But all in all, it was like an incredible event. I think you look at it on paper and you go, all these bands played for 30 minutes. Sabbath played 4 songs. Ozzy did 5 songs.
Oh, he did?
Ozzy solo did 5, I think, or 4. So he total did 9 songs on his deathbed, basically, with Parkinson's and whatever. And I just read, because the whole show was a charity event. They raised $200 million for
Holy shit.
Parkinson's and children's hospital stuff and like whatever.
That's amazing.
It was like my bandmate Joey was there. It was single-handedly like maybe the most wholesome, like positive music thing I've ever experienced, because nobody was there being like, check out my record, whatever. They were all just like, everybody covered a Sabbath song. Mm-hmm. Everybody was like, Ozzy, we love you. And nobody was there for them. They were just there to like, because it was just one big celebratory thing. And I think the ultimate irony of it was, from my perspective, like, metal or, hard rock or whatever is like the most like macho, like hardo type shit. But then all these guys are out there like, I fucking love you, man. And then like, literally, and I experienced this too, I fucking wept when Ozzy was there, because I'm like, damn, that guy's gonna die like tomorrow. Yeah. And it took like no other band, I don't think, will ever receive the send off that Black Sabbath did. Like, and there's bands of higher stature like Beatles, Zeppelin, whatever, but like for some reason the whole community aligned in love of one guy in one band, and it was fucking awesome. I'm not seeing anyone saying anything negative. I guess if I had to nitpick, TBH, Bill Ward was way worse than Ozzy.
Yeah.
Way worse.
I watched the clip of War Pigs, and it was just like, when the fills came, it was just like whatever he was thinking.
Yeah.
Just like, dum.
Yeah,
I didn't see any.
He took his shirt off though, which was
that
sick.
ruled, dude.
I
That
did
was a
see
Chad
the shirt
move.
off.
Yeah.
I didn't see any fills, but I did see clips of them playing songs, and they were just so slow.
Yeah,
which like kind of made it cool, because it was really heavy and like kind of stoner and doomish.
Geezer and Tommy Iommi still have it.
Dude,
they could do
Geezer
it.
Was on fucking point, dude.
He looked like better than my dad. Like I was like, wow, he's fucking at the gym.
I've read Geezer's book. He's like an incredible person.
Yeah,
like humanitarian, whatever. But I guess to put a bow on it, it was like, we make a lot of jokes on this, and we make fun of old people and all these old bands and whatever. This was like genuinely like one of the, partially because I watched it from beginning to end, like easily the most like lovely thing that I've experienced, and everybody's like singing like the heaviest shit ever, and it was just really cool.
Who did the best cover?
Man, ironically enough, Steven Tyler was a part of this super group.
I already crushed,
dude. And like, Aerosmith canceled their tour because they were like they aren't tour able anymore, whatever. But Steven Tyler covered "Whole Lotta Love" and absolutely destroyed it. Like, sang like I've never heard him sing before. But if you're talking a Sabbath cover, The worst one was easily Axl doing Sabbath Bloody Sabbath.
I mean, anything Axl touches.
I watched some of their
gotta
set,
be.
dude. I mean, as Mickey Mouse as
Yeah.
it's ever sounded.
That
It's
was
insane.
easily the worst one.
Alice in Chains did Fairy Wears Boots. And
Yes.
that was
Oh,
pretty
okay.
sick.
And whoever the singer is of Alice in Chains now is amazing.
William
too.
Duvall.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
and
great.
That might be the best one actually. But I didn't know they were all gonna do Sabbath covers all day too. That was very cool.
And Tools did Hand of Doom. That was pretty good.
Yeah, they did.
It still sounded a little Toolish.
The Tool was easily the nerdiest,
Toolish.
least cool band there by like a lot. But like, yeah, I don't know, like Anthrax, Pantera, Metallica.
I saw the one I watched the most of was Gojira.
They were awesome.
Just because I feel like I really missed the boat on liking Gojira. Like,
They're great.
Such a sick band.
And then you saw the
And
Paris.
I saw the Paris.
That fucked up.
Dude, I was like, I listened to their last album and I was like, wow, this is really good. And then saw the Paris thing, and then saw this, and I was like, wow, these guys are incredible. I saw that it seemed like they played their own songs. Were bands playing their own songs?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was like a typical set was like, depending on song length, it was like you play like 3 or 4 of your own tunes and then a Sabbath song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. It was completely a selfless thing. I don't know if anyone took a profit. Sharon kicked someone off the show because they wanted to make money.
I'm
I think
almost positive I know who it is.
I think it was Iron Maiden.
I think it was Iron Maiden.
Oh, was it Iron Maiden?
I think.
Who did you think it was?
I thought it might have been Dave Mustaine because
Oh.
Ellison was there.
Yeah.
But Dave wasn't.
Oh, Billy Corgan sang something. It was awesome.
he sang "Breaking the Law."
Yeah.
And I saw that happen, and I thought it was Rob Halford. And I was like, wait, this is a weirder...
They do look kind of similar.
Yeah, I mean-
if his moo was made of leather with like studs on it, you'd be
spikes on
like,
it.
is
Right,
that?
that's Rob Halford. Yeah, he didn't sound... I mean, the Smashing Pumpkins voice singing "Breaking the Law" was a little bit
Yeah, it was a
weird.
little weird.
Lamb of God did Children in the Grave. That sounded
Yeah,
pretty
sick.
cool.
That was awesome.
I did see some negative comments, but it wasn't on like YouTube. It was on Instagram. Like Stereo Gum posted like the Warp Pigs video, and
Yeah.
the most upvoted comment was, "This is elder abuse," because Ozzy doesn't have the power behind his
Yeah,
voice.
and
But
he's-
that's like the dumbest comment I could
Yeah,
ever say.
I know.
It's like if you were in his position, you are like rapidly reaching the point that you can't do the thing that you've loved your entire life, and you get this send off from like generations of
Yeah.
legends that you've inspired, and you get to do it one last time and make $200 million for charity. It's like, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
and Ozzy like is a guy that kind of has a pass when it comes to like a cash grab or something like
Yeah.
that. Like, I feel like anything Ozzy does at this point in his life is just because he's Ozzy
Yeah.
and he can.
Well,
know,
and,
like he
being-
wants to do it. Like
Being attached to Sharon,
Yeah.
I think inherently, because she's like and her father was
Yeah.
that manager that was like this litigious, money grubbing
Yeah.
manager guy, but like this purely, because it was Tom Morello helped organize all the bands
Yeah.
along with Sharon.
he was the musical director.
Musical
I
director.
did see him playing with his teeth, which I was like, come on,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
I saw a lot of negative comments about Tom Morello on TikTok, like him doing that, and people were like putting like in quotes like Tom Morello's the best guitar player of all time. It's like, and then you see this, and it's just like him with a slide, like beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
You know what was sick though? Was seeing Zach Wild back.
Oh,
Playing
my
fucking
God.
Crazy Train. And
Yeah,
shit.
that's got to be.
It was
I didn't,
so cool.
I didn't see any of that, but
He was so like you could tell he was just like in his everybody was like, they showed the crowd and they're playing like fucking I'm Coming Home, and there's just people gushing tears.
Was that the last song?
No, it was Crazy Train was, but like it because Ozzy would get on the mic a little bit, and like he's got Parkinson's. He looks like shit. He's old as hell.
Yeah.
He's in this throne. He can't stand up. He used to be all over the place, and he keeps saying, he's like, you guys have no idea how bad I've wanted to be here, whatever. And like he got choked up a couple of times. It was awesome.
I love Ozzy, dude. Like Ozzy's the one guy who I like. I mean, older musicians like pass away all the time.
Yeah.
But Ozzy's gonna be the one where that is gonna be a shitty fucking day.
Yeah.
Like I love Black Sabbath was the first Paranoid was pretty much the first album I ever listened to.
I got it right there.
Yeah, and then like getting into all of Ozzy's back catalog and being like, wow, he was also good just on his own, even though he was just like this weirdo. And then like just the drop off that Sabbath had, post Ozzy, and like they had so many albums post Ozzy that no one even knows about. Like they know about the first 4 or 5, and like that's it. Like that's why they're big, because
you're not talking about Heaven and Hell.
Exactly. I mean, some people are.
Some people
even
are.
like, I mean,
Mob
they released
Rules.
shit in like the 90s.
With the guy
with Ian Gillan.
And
with a
Vinny
guy
Casey.
with not even Ian Gillan. There's a guy that just his name was also Tony.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
I can't remember his name, but they had that guy. I think he might have been the Black Sabbath lead singer for longer than Ozzy.
Oh my
like,
god!
Technically, but like no one even knows what he was doing or who he was.
Well, and Ozzy also has this thing where like he was able to get ingratiated in pop culture to a point that like my aunts might know of Ozzy Osbourne more from like him being in commercials and the Osbourne TV show than even Black Sabbath.
Oh yeah,
you know,
for sure.
Like, and he never did it in like a corny, cheesy way. It was always just Ozzy.
It was always Ozzy.
And I think at the end of the day, like he does present as this like, well, now he's like this sick old man, so that's a different story. But up until a few years ago, he presented as this like kind of bumbling fool, like because he did so many drugs. I read his book is incredible. He did so many drugs for so long. He was drinking tons of liquor for decades. So people are like, oh, his brain's fried. He's just like kind of just a goober and always has been, but in like such a like redeeming way. Such a like I'm the word's escaping me, but he's just such a likable dude.
And he did what he loved to do for his entire life. Much. Like he was a performer. I don't know. Like how old was he when he was like fronting Sabbath? Like had to have been
really
like
young.
22.
And then like doing something like Ozfest in the 90s, which is like this way to both like help your band stay relevant because you're bringing on all these younger bands, but also like helping these new bands that were coming up in the 90s and 2000s by giving you this platform where you get to play literally with Black Sabbath.
I mean, it's so cool, and it does. I mean, it sucks. I mean, it doesn't suck that they're going to like not play anymore, because
you wouldn't want to see it.
That's like it's over. So it was cool that they got to put like a pin on it, and Bill Ward was able to come back. Like that was the one thing that was missing from like the last tour or whatever that they did, where they had Brad Wilk, I think, from
and then
Rage Against the
somebody
Machine.
else from another band. I can't.
It was the dude from Rage,
or it was the dude from Rage, but I think they had the dude from Faith No More.
Oh yeah,
as
they
well.
did. He was also Ozzy's drummer for a while.
Okay,
I can't remember his name.
Everybody went out with as much dignity as they possibly could, and there's a lot of musicians that don't get to say that, like most, and with considering like.
It usually ends at a regional casino. Where,
like,
if you lose enough at blackjack, you can go see Night Ranger.
Considering the the piles of snow that they've blasted into their brains over the years, that the fact that the 4 of them are still living in 2025, fucking almost 50 years after their first record is like a miracle.
That's more than you can say for a band that's like a local band that's been together for like 5 years. It's like, we don't talk to that guy anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like they went through like lawsuits and like horrible shit with Bill Ward, and then just
a million
Ozzy
lineup
changes.
Change almost changed the name of the band.
That's just to come back 50 years later and just still like
in their
bring
hometown.
The most amount of people ever. Where was it? It was in
Birmingham, which is where they're all from.
That's so cool.
At the soccer stadium there.
Did you see Jason Momoa start a pit?
I saw Jason Momoa,
The biggest rock fan of all time.
He came out
Aquaman.
He came out in like a top hat and like he's like, dude.
He was like
Birmingham.
He seems cut from the Hollywood Vampire's Claw, where it is like that's how you dress. Claire's accessories, the dumb hat.
You have like the big like worn worn leather jacket, but it's
Yeah.
clearly like brand new.
Yeah,
like,
it's
$1 billion.
relics.
Yeah, it has a little bit of relicness to it.
Yeah, it's like when you buy the Gibson Custom series.
Yeah,
where they, like,
and
fuck
someone
it
took a
up for you.
screwdriver and went like this to it.
And
Yeah.
then, like, for some reason, 9 scarves.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a fucking clown's tissue thing
Well,
around your neck.
As soon as I get these scarves off,
Borrowed some from-
Pantera's coming on.
borrowed some from Steven Tyler's mic
Yeah.
stand.
Jason Momoa is kind of awesome, though.
He seems like a Chad, though. He seems like
He's
a good
Chad.
hang.
He like single-handedly helped that band, the Bobby Lees, not
Yes.
break up.
Yes,
which is
he
a really
did.
cool thing. Did you
Yeah.
know about that?
You were telling me something about that.
Yeah, he like saw them live and then saw their post about how they were gonna break up, and then he like,
Absolutely not.
yeah, he was like, not on my
Not on my watch.
I had the best night of my life.
I'm
yeah.
Aquaman, dude.
Yeah, shout out Bobby Lees.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's fucking awesome. I got to go catch up on all of it to watch it because I didn't get to see much of it.
It's
but,
great.
yeah.
I think it's like 9 hours long or whatever. There's a lot to skip through, but the sum of its parts is that it was fucking
Great.
beautiful.
Yeah, I got to check it out.
Yeah.
Other news happened this past weekend. Matt Cameron from Pearl Jam. This is Evan's.
This is me. dude.
Where-
Yeah, this is your
wheelhouse.
wheelhouse, dude.
This is more. Now we're taking it.
You're the
JJ's
field
Black
reporter.
Sabbath.
I'm the Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
And now we're going to kick it over to Pearl Jam.
Evan with a shocking Pearl Jam update.
Thank you, JJ. Sad news here over in the 10 Club. Yeah.
So,
That's so
can
good.
we just do that from now
Yeah.
on? Sad news here, JJ. But yeah, fill us in.
Yeah, Matt Cameron, longtime drummer for Pearl Jam. He's been in the band 27 years. Originally was the drummer in Soundgarden. Took over in 1998. And he's by far the longest tenured drummer Pearl Jam's ever had. I think they had 4 in the first, 7 years. And then once Matt Cameron took over, it felt like, okay, they finally have, some solidity in this position.
At a position you need the most solidity in. almost,
100%.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. And he was a great drummer for them. And I think that he's stepping down mostly just because he's 62.
Yeah, he's 62.
He's 62.
Whoa.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
And those guys play 2.5 hours, 3 hours every night.
yeah.
And it's not like, and especially the way they do set lists, Eddie Vedder drinks a bottle of wine. He's
Yeah.
like, what are we giving them tonight? So you have to be ready to play 75 songs
Yeah.
on any at any time.
Yeah.
One cool thing is the last show he ever played was here in Pittsburgh.
I saw that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
People in this city saw Matt Cameron's last show.
Yeah, and it was gonna be me, but then I looked at the price of nosebleed tickets, and I was like, "Oh, 400." I've seen them 4 times. So.
Yeah.
If you think about it, Kat actually brought this up with Bill Ward. If there's gonna be a band member of a band to deteriorate and fall apart first, most likely the drummer.
100%.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, a rock drummer, just doing that in your 60s has to be difficult.
Not even like he's deteriorating and falling apart either. It's probably more
Yeah.
of a preventative maintenance thing or
Oh,
something
yeah.
for his pride.
Yeah.
I mean, Matt Cameron was a machine. Every time I saw them, I don't know if Matt Cameron was always the best fit musically. I think that Matt Cameron is a better fit for Soundgarden sound, with his really heavy grooves.
Yeah. Ghost notes.
Ghost notes. Whereas in Pearl Jam, it always felt like he was, especially in the latter half of their discography, where it was a lot of quick punky bangers.
Yeah.
It almost felt like he was using half of his
Yeah.
ability. You listen to stuff like Slaves and Bulldozers and Jesus Christ Pose.
Yeah.
Just when I think of Matt Cameron's drumming, I'm always, even though I've listened to way more Pearl Jam, I always think of Soundgarden before I think of Pearl Jam.
Yeah, I similar to me as well, because I always just think of him as the Soundgarden drummer and the Pearl Jam replacement drummer.
Yeah.
It's not like he wasn't a good fit or anything. It's just that the Soundgarden. I mean, we did a whole Soundgarden thing on the show. The Soundgarden songs were so weird.
Yeah.
and it's weird to get a drummer to play kind of the radio rock type of stuff that Pearl Jam does. While I mean, he was touring with Soundgarden up until Chris Cornell's death, right?
Yeah.
So he was touring with both bands.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, that's got to be hard on your body as well.
Insane.
Does anyone else in Pearl Jam double timing it like for a while? I don't think so.
I don't think I know Vedder does like solo tours, but
Yeah.
that's like acoustic
He's
stuff.
playing the ukulele. That's not
Hey,
hard
soul
on your
sister.
body. Yeah.
Yeah, and it seems to be. I think they were planning it. Like I was looking at stuff from the Pittsburgh show, and they had like champagne on stage
so
and
they
did like a
probably
big
knew
thing.
for a while.
I think so,
Yeah.
and like that was the last of their shows.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've heard a couple different things. I've heard that Kim Thiel said in an interview back in May that they have an album's worth of Soundgarden stuff with Chris Cornell on it
Oh, wow.
that he would like to finish. So I don't know if he's going to go and try to finish that with the guys in Soundgarden, which would be cool.
That's
that
awesome.
would be cool. Interesting.
And yeah, I don't think he'll stop musically. I just don't think that. I think he probably reached a point where he didn't want to tour in a band because he said in years prior that he had a tough time with the touring schedule.
Yeah.
Like just like little things off here and there because like they tour so much all over the world and no show is less than 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's also, I mean, it's Pearl Jam. Like, you're going to be fucking, like, that's just a gig that you're going to do forever. Like, those guys are going to go forever.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like, that's, like, they're lifers.
They're gonna have an Eddie Vedder memorial at like Safeco Park in Seattle.
Yeah.
The guys from Mudhoney.
You
sending them
gotta
off.
you gotta know that there's gonna be a point that you're gonna retire if you're the drummer before everyone else is ready to retire.
Yeah.
Especially if you have that many miles on you. Like, I mean, we've seen it so many times with other bands too. Like guys who are they kind of like retire from touring but like remain a member of the band. Like that's been happening way more recently with like I think a couple members of Deftones are like that, or at least Stephen Carpenter is, and like guys from the Killers did that like years ago.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing to do, but like I get it.
I mean, if you have kids and you want to watch them grow up, you know, that's what you're gonna do.
Oh, the dudes from Linkin Park are doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, where they want to be in the songwriting, but like, drive to Idaho and then fucking Nebraska.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was surprising just because he's become such a fixture of Soundgarden. But then when I looked at the reality of the situation, like I had no idea he was 62. I was like, no, that makes sense.
Well, I saw a TikTok speculating he's gonna join the Foo Fighters, and I'm now that you said that, I'm like, no,
joking.
Yeah, I want to like. I think he said like it's time to start winding down. It's like so you're gonna go to the only other band that tours more and plays longer sets.
The only band that's like comparable to what Pearl Jam was also doing.
Yeah, no
that's
chance.
Crazy.
That's Shane Hawkins' gig to lose right there.
I could totally see Pearl Jam just being like, Josh Freese, you're up.
I think he's got to be the front runner.
It's got to be him.
I mean,
that dude is like ready made to play in any band.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, and there's a bunch of guys like me who like really want Dave Abruzzese to come back, even though they haven't spoke to him in like 40 years. He was the original drummer on 10 and Versus that like either left the band or was kicked out. I can't remember, but like not on good terms with the band. They didn't even mention him at the Hall of Fame ceremony.
For they're both like their big albums he was on.
Like arguably the two best. I mean there's an argument for Vitalogy creaking into the top two, but like easily your two most like landmark.
Exactly.
Think about how brutal of a job that is to step into though if you're like a drummer. I would maybe they hire young just to get someone that's like good but like is psyched to learn like 80 songs.
Well, and I was the Pearl Jam 20 documentary. They talk about it, and I forget who had left. It was either Jack Irons or Dave Cruson. Those were the two guys after Abruzzese. But like they had dates booked, and they were like, "Hey, Matt, can you do this? You have to learn 30 songs in like 2 weeks."
Yeah.
And he was the only one that they could think of that could even conceivably do.
Yeah.
I mean, think about if someone had to be replaced in King Gizzard.
I don't think that could. I think if someone had to be replaced in King Gizzard, that band would just stop.
That's insane.
That's too many things.
Yeah, I don't know if the dough is quite the same. It's like you can make $900 a night by learning 90 songs.
900 songs that we might play. We may or may not play, but it's good to know all of them just in case. Yeah, that's wild. But yeah, I think Josh Freese is definitely going to get picked up. Like, he might be older, but, I mean, compared to 62, he's probably, like, what, 50, 45?
Yeah, somewhere in there. That makes more sense. Like, you have a guy who's seasoned, who's toured a lot, is similar enough in age. I don't see them being the guys to hire, like, the 22-year-old young gun.
No. Pearl Jam's, I mean, Foo Fighters, I could see doing that.
Yeah.
Even though they're older. I don't know why, like, I could see them hiring someone who's younger. But Pearl Jam, like... Those guys are fucking, like, grandpas.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think it's part because, like, Dave still kind of carries himself like he's 27.
Like a young guy.
You look at fucking Vetter. He's leaning into grandpa
he's like
territory.
a poet. Yeah.
I did see a video of Shane Hawkins playing the other day.
Yeah, you sent that to me.
He's fucking sick.
He's really good.
He's really
He was
good.
covering, like, one of the harder Foo Fighters songs.
Yeah, and he, like, perfectly.
Yeah,
He's
really
getting
good.
the job. They're just
of
letting him
course.
season a little bit.
Yeah.
They're doing a whole bunch of stuff now. They're, like, hinting at their...
Yeah, they
it's
put
their
out a
30th
shitty song.
Yeah, it's their 30th anniversary. They might be releasing an album. They put, like, a big post about, you know...
Another Notes app post.
Another Notes app post from Grohl.
Hey, what's up,
anyway,
Dave?
By
here.
the way...
Didn't cheat on my wife this time.
Yeah, every time one of those drops, Foo Fighters crowd's like, oh no.
That's how I felt. I was like, oh, God.
Well, it's so funny with Foo Fighters World because it's like they were riding this, like... very wholesome, positive high for so long,
Yeah.
and then Grohl goes and has a
Everyone's like,
oh,
yeah, yeah, weird time to be a drummer, I guess. There was a post from some, like, I think it was Consequence of Sound, posted like all the weird shit that's happened with drummers this year. Like Primus's drummer left, Josh Freese got kicked out of Foo Fighters, Matt Cameron leaves Pearl Jam.
Bill Ward
comes
Took
back.
his shirt off.
Yeah, Bill Ward took his shirt off.
You know what Pearl Jam should get? Eloy Casa
Oh my
Grande,
god, that'd be
dude.
so awesome. Dude.
It's the heaviest shit. Just him playing
Steal
even
it.
flow.
Steal him from Slipknot. Yeah. Was that this year? That wasn't this year.
I think it was last
I
year.
think that was last year. But yeah, there was a whole bunch of them, like the new pornographers drummer got busted for child porn. Like,
Yikes!
That's
Wait,
rude.
a
That
guy
would've
in the band called the New Pornographers got busted for child pornography.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's awesome.
And I like that band a lot too.
The
And I was just
irony.
like, it's over.
Yeah,
You-
that's, yeah. That was
Anybody
in
who
your
ever
name.
Googles your name.
Yikes!
There was
tough.
they kicked out the Who kicked out Ringo Starr's
Oh,
kid.
is that
Yeah.
that's and then didn't and then did it again. Like Roger Daltrey was just a huge asshole.
Yeah,
to
like
him.
they brought him back
that's
and then
right,
fired him
yeah.
like immediately after.
Yeah,
again,
saying
right?
he was too busy of a drummer. Like, bitch, you played in a band with Keith Moon.
Yeah, I've seen Keith Moon play live shows without a hi hat. He's just
He
smashing
mostly
a
didn't
ride.
have a hi
Yeah,
hat.
just smashing the ride at any point.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, this is the list of drummer.
The death
weird.
of drummers.
Jeff Arevalo fired from Goose. I don't know what that is. Josh Freese fired from Foo Fighters. Tim Alexander quit Primus. Frank Ferrer fired from Guns N' Roses.
Oh yeah, they got like a young kid now.
They do
He's
have a
like,
young dude back there now.
Zach Starkey fired twice by the Who.
Yeah.
Matt Cameron retired from Pearl Jam. Nico McBrain retired from Iron Maiden.
Yes,
which
he
I
did.
didn't
Oh
know.
wow, I didn't
Yes,
know
he
that.
did.
And then the new pornographers guy. Yeah.
Dude, Nico, he's OG as hell.
Nico is as OG
Yeah.
as they come. He looks it too.
Oh,
He looks
yeah,
like he's leather.
He looks
All-
like Eddie. He looks
Yeah.
like their fucking like
Their
fucking mummy guy.
mascot.
Yeah, he does.
All these YouTube drummers are just like,
Oh, dude,
I'm
Please.
ready. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw like the Foo Fighters like anniversary post.
Grab that shit. There you go.
I saw the Foo Fighters like their 30th anniversary post, and I just saw like a guy that was like a YouTube drummer, and just like looking for a new drummer. Like, he's just like commenting.
Shoot
on
your
it.
shot, bro.
Like
Go
Dave
ahead.
was just gonna be like, actually, yeah. I mean,
Well, I saw that one dude, El Beardo Sabatoria. What the hell's his name?
I don't know.
The one, he's like a Brazilian YouTube drummer.
Oh, the
Is
dude
it
with
the
the
guy
cowbell on his snare
Yeah.
drum.
He
Yeah.
was doing like he was tagging Foo Fighters
dude,
non-stop.
I think I did see that.
like,
Is it the
please
dude that
let
does
me-
it with one hand?
Yeah.
And it's-
Yeah.
He is very.
He's
sick.
very
He's
sick.
sick. His drum set sounds like just a rifle going on.
I can play my hero with one hand.
Yeah.
while smoking
While
a
smoking
joint.
a cigarette.
Every single drum is just a snare. It's just tuned to be a snare drum.
He has like dumbbells on them.
Yeah.
and
it's
shit like
crazy. Yeah.
So sorry.
That's right. What else happened? I feel like there's another.
Oasis got back together.
Oasis got back together.
Did you guys see the meme of the trains where it's like Oasis reunion and then Smash Ozzy's final show?
I didn't
'Cause,
see that.
The UK just those two big events happened in the UK, and fucking the Black Sabbath reunion, at least from my perspective, completely cannibalized any type of heat that Oasis had for like a brief amount of time.
I feel like I saw a lot of coverage for both. Like
Yeah,
it
me
was
too.
like it was so crazy, like how much was going on this past weekend in the world.
Yeah.
Of I quit my band. I mean, this
well,
show
all over the
is
seas, dude. On our nation's holiday, fucking Britain made us look soft.
I know it's crazy.
Yeah,
the boys
Truly
getting
did.
back together, dude.
Truly did. I mean, the Oasis reunion. I didn't really watch much of that either, but it was cool to see like Noel Gallagher playing "Don't Look Back in Anger" and having he just all he had to do was just step away from the microphone and just like the most people singing along to that. It was so fucking
Yeah,
sick.
it was sick.
I was all over the Oasis reunion.
I'm sure you
dude.
were. Yeah, we got another one from Evan.
Yeah, let's go over to Evan for the Oasis.
Yeah.
For music that was cool in 1996, we're gonna go over
We're
to
gonna
Evan.
go over to our field report, our field expert.
Yeah, they sounded fucking great. Because a lot of people didn't know if Liam, because some live shows that Liam had like more recently, his voice didn't sound as strong. But I was watching like the 5 multi-cam YouTube stitched together. Dude, they sound fucking great.
I saw them do Wonderwall, and he fucking killed it.
Dude,
Like,
they did
it was-
Acquiescence, and it was so fucking good.
Did they do Supersonic?
I mean, yeah, they did all
I feel like
the
I
big
saw
shit.
Supersonic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded fucking awesome. I mean, like, the amount of excitement that was going on, like,
Yeah.
people were, like, doing reports on which guitar Noel Gallagher was using.
yeah.
They're like, he has a new Les Paul. And I was like, rock music is back.
Yeah, dude.
For good.
And you know, all it took was Bonehead getting
Bonehead.
back in the fucking game, dude.
I mean, they had an Adidas Oasis superstore in
Did they
like,
really?
Cardiff.
Well, that's what they
so
said. Like,
awesome.
there's like when you go to these shows in the UK, there's like a whole like how Fish has like a market. There's like
Yeah.
a whole Oasis market.
An Oasis.
There it
one
is.
might say.
Oasis, yeah.
I was
Way
also-
different than the Fish thing.
No,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah,
Way
I'm
just
sure.
for the record.
yeah. I'm
I've
sure that
been there.
You can get pints of Guinness and not
Yeah.
like a bottle of
Oh,
nitrous
nitro-
oxide to
a bunch
fucking
of balloons.
carve your brain
Yeah,
out. for
fucked up
good.
grilled cheese.
Yeah, the only way that Fish can sound good is if you fucking ingest helium for the first 2 hours.
I'm sorry, Kat. I'm sorry.
The other thing that I saw was like the UK is dealing with like all these problems around the Oasis show because
really?
there's like they have a couple like really big outdoor festivals and I forget which one it was, but there are reports of people like showing up 3 months early to bury drugs so that they can find them whenever the boys come back.
Got my buried treasure, mate.
That's so fun. I think it was right here.
Dude, like imagine 80,000
Yeah.
people be like, move, move, move.
It's like a somewhat
My
like a,
mushrooms taste a little bit
yeah.
weird.
like a family, like making a family get up and like take their blankets.
So
It's
you
like, I think I buried a bunch of cocaine under here.
it's just like a little like
so
fucking
funny.
baggy.
It's got a
That's
little
hilarious.
earthy flavour to it.
It's so good.
Dude,
Oh
but
my
rock
God.
is back
It
officially.
really is.
Rock is back.
And
It
all
is
it
back.
took were guys whose prime was 30 years
30 years ago to
and
just-
50 years
Yeah.
ago
Yes.
to come back.
Yes.
I mean, even with like the Matt Cameron quitting news, like it's still like we're all over the news.
We
We're
are,
all-
dude.
we're in every
Yeah.
outlet, you know.
Yeah,
like,
we
we're
are.
covering those cycles, flooding the zone.
We
is what
are
they say.
flooding the
We're
zone.
flooding the zone.
We're Stephen Bannon-esque that we are.
We're all over.
We're
it.
kind of covering all the bases.
Yeah, we are. I mean, yeah, it was cool seeing Oasis, cool seeing Sabbath.
It's
not
good.
so cool seeing Matt Cameron leave,
But
Yeah.
great run, dude.
but a great run.
and went out on his own terms. Like
Went out on his own
from what I
terms.
heard, he sounded great. And Dark Matter was probably the one that had some of his more like signature drumming. So
yeah,
good one to go out on.
good one to go out on. And you know, Pearl Jam's gonna have to find a new drummer probably, and that'll be exciting for whoever that's gonna be.
I mean,
Josh
that video
Freese,
is just
probably.
in the queue, ready to
Yeah,
go,
it's
just
ready to
waiting
go.
for our 8 minutes to be like, yeah, I think it's cool.
I think it's sick that they got Josh. I mean, we like him from. We already know we like him from the Foo Fighters announcement.
Yeah, we like him from getting fired.
Yeah,
from the
we
Foo
like
Fighters.
that guy.
He
Now-
seems kind of like a Chad. Josh
He does
Freese.
seem like a Chad. I mean, the stuff he was posting after he got fired was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Like the top 10 reasons I got fired from Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
And Noodles got a name drop in there.
Yeah, Noodles.
Big
yeah.
day for Noodles.
Big day for Noodles and Dexter. Or whatever
Dexter
the- yeah,
Holland,
Dexter
dude.
Holland, yeah.
Good time to be a Chad, though.
Good time to be a Chad. I got to go check out all those concerts. I didn't really watch much of it.
You're on vacation, dude.
I was on vacation. I was not paying attention to literally anything.
Soak up the fucking sun,
I was
brother.
drunk with just sunglasses on, just listening to like Beck by a pool with my speaker, and then just
I
like
thought you were
a
gonna say
fan-
wearing a Speedo.
No, I there was a pool with no one in it, and I brought my speaker and I just played like '90s shit and
Just
then, like,
cranking
yeah,
E-Pro. dude.
yeah, I was cranking E-Pro, and then like a family came, and I'm like, that is my music, by the way. You know what
I
mean?
am the cool guy here.
You know what I mean when you think like of other people are gonna be like, who's playing that cool music?
Yeah.
Who
Wow,
has that?
there's a
great
really
thing?
great vibe being created by this empty pool with this
This-
single drunk
is
sunburned
this?
guy.
He must
Who
have
is-
a
Who is
podcast.
curating this vibe? And as soon as I got up to leave, people were like, all right, get our speaker.
Benson Boone,
Benson Boone right now.